And good afternoon. Welcome to Today at the Races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter along with our odds maker Keith Fustel. We have a big show for you today. Nice carryover in our 20-cent rainbow picks. That'll start race 4. We'll get to all that, but first we had a big Friday yesterday, the Stronach 5. Let's start there. The Stronach 5 paid a little over $2,200 to 76 winning tickets, and there's the payouts. It started Laurel Park race 9, and the favored one race 9, True to Janine for Midwest Thoroughbreds and Jamie Ness. It was the 5th winner on the day for our leading rider, Trevor McCarthy. We'll talk more about McCarthy in a couple minutes, but True to Janine, she paid $340. I had that horse. Then you had Pure Sensation, the favorite in the second leg. That horse paid $580, so I was still alive there, Keith. And then we went to leg C at Golden Gate, and it all fell apart. I didn't have Don Veras Cat, who was dropping from state bred maiden special weights, paid $1460 in leg C, and then I didn't have leg D either at Gulfstream Park. How did I not have Princess Gabby, a $6 winner there? And then I didn't have the last race either. I singled on Mine for Mischief in the finale at Santa Anita, and it was CC, a Mike McCarthy elusive quality first time starter with Victor Espinosa aboard. That horse paid $1440 in the finale. So we had 76 winning tickets, paid a little, there it is, $2,228. They bet $191,000 into it. So another popular Stronach 5 yesterday.
Not that bad. You're looking at the payoff with a couple little chalks there mixed in with a couple $14 winners.
Yep, exactly.
Not too shabby.
Not bad.
Too shabby.
So how about not bad? How about Trevor McCarthy yesterday? He won early on Maynooth, a horse, one of my favorites in Cal Lynch Barn. Maynooth, a nice winner yesterday, and then McCarthy swept the late pick 4. Right?
It's his world. We're just living in it right now. Trevor McCarthy just rocking and rolling around here, and you're letting a horse like Moon Virginia go off at 8-1.
Big price.
Oh, I was sick about that. Clem Florio, he's looking down upon. How'd you miss that one?
Did you miss
right,
that one?
Leading rider, getting off at a price like that.
She'd won that condition before.
Oh, yeah.
With Hammy, so nice claim there by Dale Capuano for Moon Virginia, and that one paid well. Cover Photo paid $9 in race 8. So Trevor McCarthy, he's rolling, 5-win day yesterday, and good to see Midwest Thoroughbreds and Jamie Ness team up for another winner. They dominated here before. Now looks like Midwest back with Jamie Ness. That's some big news. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Setting up shop, some of those horses at Delaware right now, working, I guess, as well. But, yeah, they just annihilated my line on that one. That was hard to gauge. I figured on the class drop, horse would take plenty of play. We did have a scratch out of there. But, man, just ran off the screen. Was 55-1 in debut. Nowhere to be found at the fairgrounds. Money just kept pouring in.
Yep.
And now we know why. It went off by, 8, 10? Or whatever it did.
Yeah, won easy the finale yesterday. So that was Friday. Let's get you going for today. We have a nice carryover in that 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. There it is, $12,797. This will be well played today. It'll be up over $20,000 for the jackpot. If you can be the only ticket to take it all down, it paid okay yesterday. I think it paid around a little over $500 yesterday for the 6 out of 6. So there's the carryover today. Tim Tulloch will have a ticket for the Pick 6 that starts race 4. You can study his ticket now on the laurelpark.com website. Underneath the handicapping section, you can see all of our picks and our tickets and best bets of the day. So that's today. We're a week away from another big Super Saturday here at Laurel Park, the Spring Stake Spectacular. Next Saturday, April 20th, 7 stake races, over $750,000 in purses. The two big features, the Express Bet Federico Tessio, that's a win, and you're in for the Preakness. The Weber City Miss, a win, and you're in for the Black-Eyed Susan. And we have a popular Maryland-bred favored pointing towards the Tessio. And there's the giveaway. Nice giveaway. A Maryland Jockey Club tote bag you can get next Saturday. You buy a program, you get a nice tote bag for the summer, and you get to see the Maryland bred Always Mining, who's going to be a popular favorite in the Tessio. He's won 5 in a row, including 4 stake races. He galloped last out in the private terms. March here at Laurel Park, going 2 turns. He turned in a sharp work at Fair Hill last weekend for Kelly Rubley. It'll be interesting to see what he does this week in his final preparations for the Tessio.
Yeah, we've got Still Dreaming later on in today's card. What is it, in the 5th race in that nice little 3-year-old allowance race coming out of the race. Fell victim to Always Mining last out.
Short and in private terms. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep. All right, so that's you saw the giveaway. We talked about the stake races next Saturday. You want to be right here at Laurel Park. Let's show you the track for today, and it's going to start out as fast. Now, yesterday it started fast for the first race. Then we went to good. We had some light rain all yesterday afternoon. I heard it rained pretty hard here overnight. The track was muddy this morning. However, the horses were getting over it pretty well. It sounded like it was packed down pretty well. It didn't rain this morning. I guess it's drying out pretty nicely. They have it opened up, and we're going to start fast.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that. There's a couple little spots you see a little bit of moisture in there, but it looks pretty tight to me. And drying out quite well. Great job by the guys as always. Yeah, low 70s, sunny, a beautiful day to get out, watch some live action, get yourself out on the apron, and enjoy this Saturday card.
Let's see if we can give you some winners. Let's get right to it. Race 1 will start the Rolling Super High 5. That has a low 15% takeout. We have it every race with 7 or more horses. Keep your eye on that throughout the day. Sometimes you can catch a big carryover in that Super High 5. Also, race 1 kicks off the popular early pick 5, which has a mandatory payout, industry low 12% takeout. Let's take a look at my ticket. Hopefully I'm still alive after race 3, because I go 4 deep in races 1, 2, 3. Then I have some singles in races 4 and 5. But here's the opener, maiden 25 going 3/4. I go with the 1, 4, 5, 7. McCarthy's on the 1. The 4 is going to be a favorite. My price play of the day, the 7, Bond, a first-time starter for Kieran McGee.
Okay.
Might get a nice price. We'll see. 1, 4, 5, 7 here in the opener. Race 2, I go with the 2, 4, 6, 7. Race 3 is a nice maiden special weight for 3-year-old fillies going 7/8. It's a tough race. I go 4 deep there, 1, 6, 7, 8. And then my singles. Tell me if you think these singles are reliable. Race 4, the 7, the Great Provider, Trevor McCarthy. Good single?
I think if you're going to take a shot the way that you feel these first couple races are wide open, he's the horse to beat. If he goes, he's going to go right to the front. He might take a little pressure, but the road is probably going to go through the Great Provider, and certainly Sunman, who you've got single in the last. Yeah, I like that horse as well today. I think I think he might even move up off the second time off of a layoff. So great return last time.
And yeah, he's going to love the 7 furlongs, I think, today. So there's my ticket, a $32 play for the early pick 5. Once again, you can study all our tickets and plays and best bets of the day on the laurelpark.com website. Underneath the handicapping section, keep up with all the latest mail and racing news as well. Great press releases going out every day. We'll most likely have something on Always Mining going up on the website this weekend. Let's get right to it here. Race 1, maiden 25, 3 and up, going 6 furlongs. I go with Kieran on the outside. We like the same 4 horses here in race 1. The 7, Bond. What's the saying? What the movie?
James Bond.
James Bond. All right, I like the name here. A 3-year-old colt by Shaking It Up for trainer Kieran McGee. A homebred for Dennis Cardozo. Julio Correa, the hot 7-pound apprentice, will ride. And I like the works at Pimlico. A couple bullet workouts, including a bullet workout almost about 6 days ago at Pimlico. A bullet half, 48 flat. He gets Lasix in debut. I like the good outside post, and he's well entered for the debut. They're not doing anything crazy. Maiden 40, maiden special weight. They're going aggressive early on here, going right in for the maiden 25.
Yeah, newer sire here, shaking it up. 13% thus far with the dirt sprinters. Only about 7-8% with the first-time starters, but out of a mare that made 78,000 and produced a pretty good runner in Rojo Perfecto. I think you remember that was a Tim Keefe runner, if I'm not mistaken. Made 124,000. Pretty quick runner there. I go inside. Jamie Ness won the nightcap. Why not win the opener today with Rhinestone Cowboy? I'm not worried. Off since July of 17. Pretty strong field there. Cowboy Karma went on to be a stakes winner, I believe, for Larry Jones. And is still running well. I think recently he's run well. So Rhinestone Cowboy, the inside, Speedy's fresh, attack mode, maiden special weight, the maiden claiming. Eliav, the 4 is going to take plenty of play in here. I just don't know what kind of finish he's going to give us if he doesn't get the lead. So a 1-5-4-7 Rising Perry, 2 trouble trips, a little drop down, facing softer today. could be a factor with a cleaner break, no doubt, from off the pace.
And trainer Scott Lake, the trainer of the 4 Eliav, he's been on a roll recently, especially up in Pennsylvania. I believe he's approaching a milestone. I believe Lake approaching 6,000 wins.
Cool. All right.
I believe. All right, we'll update you on that. Let's take a look here at the second race. You like the early pick 4, starts in race 2. Let's check it out, see how you played it.
Yeah, this isn't an easy card. I'm just trying for a little bit of value at a shorter price. If you want to add in a couple, go right ahead. Only $18 is kind of at your little what you're going to work off of today. Second race, 1 and 6 going to go Arkadag and Hoyana. Blinkers off on the 1. Third race, 2, 7, and 8. Interesting. Got a little stat on this first here in the third. Fourth race, spreading 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. That's where you got your single. Great provider, just a 5.5. He's only won one time at the distance. I struggled with race 4, and I'm going to go ahead and single, go along with you and single Sunman in the fifth race. They're $18 for your early pick 4 ticket.
All right, let's take a look here. Race 2, we're going a flat mile, claiming 16,000, 3 and up. Never won 3 or straight 3-year-olds. That's the condition. We like some same horses here. The 7 we like on the outside here. The 7, Zip Van Winkle for trainer Hugh McMahon and Katie Davis. And they team up for a horse I like later on today as well. One of my singles in the late pick 5, My Chessa Charm. My Chessa Charm, a heavy favorite later on today. So could be a big day for the McMahon barn and jockey Katie Davis. And Davis, she's been aboard this 5-year-old son of City Zip the last 5 starts, and she hasn't been off the board on this horse. So she gets run out of this horse. A good second last out, going 7 furlongs. A good, an okay 4th 2 starts to go against better company. Starter allowance that was going 2 turns. The 1 mile distance today, 0 for 4 at the distance, but 3 for 4 in the money going a mile. So in good form for top connections, I'll go with Zip Van Winkle on top.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the horses to beat. I've got him on line a slight favorite at 2 to 1. I think he or the 2 Incorporated are going to go off as faves in today's second race. Zip Van Winkle, he'll be positioned perfectly. He's got a good tactical run in him, but he's going to have to deal with an improving horse in Can He Shine with Kieran. So will he be softened up just enough? Same goes for Incorporate. They're going to make a move in the pace. I like a closer in here. A horse is going to come from a little bit further back. That's the 6 Arkadag or the 1 Hyana for Marilyn McMullen. But Arkadag just too tough last time, first off the claim. Those horses pretty good right now. Throw the Fade, Global Citizen. They ran 1-2 around the racetrack. Were able to dictate. I think a little bit better flow today. Arkadag turning back. He buried Can He Shine 2 races back. And Kieran's been good with this kind of move. Second off the claim, now coming back in class, dropping in class. Arkadag from off the pace with Victor Rosales, who gave a pretty good ride. It was a little rough on Victor last week. Was wondering why. Rode Dazzling Oak, was from the spot, where Potts was going. Man, he did a masterful job on that runner. So an improving rider right now. Good job, Victor. Arkadag, hopefully he can pull this one out from somewhere from about 5 or 6 out of it around the turn. Hyana, blinkers come off, but this barn is sneaky good. Last couple years, I look. ROI of over $3, Stan, on the dirt the last couple of years at Laurel Park. Hyana likes the mile, the 1-turn mile, 2 wins at this distance. I think the speed is going to be good enough. This horse is going to make a run from the back at a price.
And all right, so Kieran, he's got a speed horse in here with the 4 Can He Shine, and then he has a closer with the 6 Arkadag. So interesting there. We both like the 2. That's going to be one of the favorites with McCarthy aboard for Engelhardt. 5-year-old son of Include. This horse rarely off the board. He's always right there. A good 3rd at this level. Last out, beaten favored. That was back in mid-February. Comes back now after about having a couple months off. Should be fresh. Been working here at Laurel Park. He'll be tough to beat.
Yeah, he's down inside. He's going to be interesting. He's going to get a tough trip because I don't know if he's quite as fast as Can He Shine. Will he just try to take it to him early and then dispose of him like we saw Gorham's horse do off the claim yesterday? Was kind of sent inside, dueled and drew clear. It won't be the easiest of trips, but this horse is going to hang around, I believe. No doubt he's going to hang around quite a long time in this race. I think we're going to get one of these closers sneak up and grab him in the last 16th of a mile.
All right, let's check out race 3, a nice maiden special weight, one of our features of the day in race 3. We're going 7 furlongs straight, 3-year-old fillies in this race. You go with the 7 on top, a first-time starter for trainer Louis Albatrani, Appealing Honor. Katie Davis will ride this filly by Quality Road, and you have a stat on this filly's broodmare.
How about this? Quanah County, 4 for 7 with firsters and 6 for 7 in the money. You got a stallion, Quality Road. He's pretty good.
Sure.
You wonder why he only went for $95,000 at the sale over at Timonium in 2018. But Quality Road hits with about 15% with his first-time starters. That's good enough for me. This owner and trainer, they teamed up with a pretty good runner, I believe, in the past as well. The name is escaping me, but some quality horses in this family. I think this horse is going to be live today. Appealing Honor, 7 furlongs, a tricky distance first time out.
Sure.
But nobody in here looks spectacular. This is the right kind of spot for this horse to get it done at first asking.
All right, so I used her in my top 4, absolutely, and I used the horse on my early pick 5 to 7, and so maybe we'll get a decent price on Appealing Honor. I go with Claudio on top here, Madding Crowd, a 3-year-old filly by Giants Causeway. She's run 4 times already, long on the turf at Saratoga and Belmont, and then they took her down to Florida this past winter. She went long on the turf down there at Gulfstream in Tampa. She's just run okay down there, nothing special. That was for Billy Mott. Now she's had a break since mid-February.
Yeah.
First start in the Claudio barn. He's 26% with that move. You get 7 pounds off with one of his go-to bug riders, Antonio Quills. I picked the filly on top just because of Claudio, first-time Claudio, and the fitness level. She should have a nice foundation underneath her to be fit for this 7 furlong distance today.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at the horses that have run. I mean, Cyclical has shown a little bit of speed. Other than that, nobody. But you look at the bottom side, the dam. I mean, she was a stone-cold router on the turf. I looked her up. She wanted to go 1.25 miles. But the only sibling to race, both wins, were on the dirt,
Right.
and ran good numbers. 86 was the top. And you say nobody can get horses like the turn back. Nobody does a better turning back in distance, change the surface. This is Claudio's kind of MO. So I expect a sharper Madding Crowd today.
All right, so we both like the 8. The one I use here, Got a Headache, a first-time starter for Linda Albert. I like the barn. She trains here at Laurel Park. This filly by New Year's Day. They paid $65,000 for her last year down there at the OBS. I see 3 nice 5 furlong workouts right here at Laurel Park, 101 and change. Those are some nice workouts. You get Rosario Montanez aboard, Lasix in debut. We've known Linda Albert around here for a long time. She's solid. I don't like the 1 hole going 7 furlongs. That's not going to help. But it looks like this filly for Men's Grill Racing, one of our top owners here in Maryland. So they've spent some money on this filly. She's been working well. It'll be interesting to see how she does.
Yeah, Men's Grill. They're not scared. You're not scared about go in and reach and take a little gamble and spend some money on horses. This is out of an unraced mare, first foal. By New Year's Day, though, I was Old Baffert runner. I think won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile back in 13, but doing okay with the first-time starters, hitting with about a 17% clip is New Year's Day. So, yeah, I could see it. I look for an improvement here from the 2 Catwalk Whiz. Went back and watched that rerun. Yeah, a little rank, a little steady at the break, and, her mind just wasn't on running early on, and the jock just kind of let her settle the head of the lane, then let her go the last 1/8 of a mile. She had a little run. Expect improvement on a horse that took some money first time out. That's the 2 Catwalk Whiz.
And she's come back with a nice 5 furlong workout, 7 days ago here at Laurel Park.
Good family on the bottom, so out of that mare. Absolutely, Stan.
All right, good stuff. So a real nice maiden special weight, no scratches, nice 8-horse field in race 3. We have a nice carryover in that 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6, almost 13,000. We'll check it out right after this.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
All right, welcome back. Let's check out this 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. The carryover keeps getting bigger and bigger. There it is. It starts in race 4. $12,797. This will be well played. Should be over 20,000 sitting there in the jackpot. If you can be the only ticket to take it down, my co-host in the afternoon, Tim Tulloch, he has a ticket for today's Pick 6. Let's check it out. There it is, $75, 60-cent play he's going with. Race 4, he goes 3 deep with the 4, 7, and the 8. Nice allowance race for 3-year-olds in race 5. That's a 7-horse field. He hits the all button there. Race 6, he goes 3 deep with the 1, 4, 5. Race 7, he goes with the 1, 3, 6. Then race 8, he goes with the 6, 7. Then he has a single in the finale. The heavy favored Englehart McCarthy Hot Sriracha, the 4 in race 9. You can study his tickets some more on the laurelpark.com website underneath the handicapping section. Let's take a look here, race 4, which also kicks off the middle pick 4. We're going 5.5 furlongs, claiming 12,500, 3 and up. A tough group here. I go with the 7 on top, the Great Provider with McCarthy on this 8-year-old Maryland-bred son of Orientate, now in the Jamie Ness barn. He's bounced around from a couple different barns. He's made over $320,000, a 7-time winner here at Laurel Park. McCarthy's been on him before. McCarthy's won on him before. This horse had a nice win last out at Penn National late March. That was open 10,000. A couple good seconds in the 2 starts prior to that right here at Laurel Park against open 8,000. He is stepping up here today, but you get that speed on the outside with McCarthy. I know he's only 1 for 7 at this distance, but he's been second 5 times at this distance, so he'll be right there. He's going to be one of the main horses to deal with here in race 4.
Yeah, I think everything with him depends on which cheese on is going to show up. The horse just to his inside for Brandon McFarland with a winner yesterday. Jerry,
sure,
right?
yeah. Nice
But cheese on last out, no speed whatsoever, freshening and a jam job. But the Great Provider, that opening, 1/8 of a mile, he can really kind of kick in, and he's got a good early burst, and he may just go ahead and go right on the engine. I'm hoping the 6-4 is the issue, looking for a little better price. I go inside with Crush It. First off the claim, drops down in class, but, McMahon's been good on the droppers. One little work since that race back in early March, a sharp 3/8 of a mile workout. Down inside, we'll probably draft back maybe 7 or 8 out of it early. I need things to heat up on the front end for this horse to make a run into it. He's up against the right kind. Some horses have run well in allowance. Coming Totalitarian, Tattooed, we're going to see later in the day. But Crush It. Take a little shot here, and with the 4-field advantage, another one. 5 for 6 at the distance. Comes off a good race at Penn National. Key is, can this horse pair it up? That's the key. We're going to get Sheldon to ride here. I think he's going to get a good covered up trip around the turn, then just find a seam late.
I wasn't sure what to make of the one Crush It.
Yeah.
McMahon, he's 3 for 6 this spring meet. He's 5 for 6 in the money. He's 24% winners this year, so the barn is absolutely rolling. And his 4-year-old son of Not for Love, Mary Epler, did a nice job with him. I guess he did beat Starter Allowance Company, beat Glengar and Johnny Banks. He was a good second to Tattooed. And he had to drop to the 16,003 life to get his 3rd win. Now he's going against Open Company. But he takes a little drop. Well, it's not really a drop, is it? Just going from a 16-3 life to the Open 12-5 might be like a
little step up, and that's the key. You're wondering, and the negative move, a drop of a Maryland bred that was running pretty well, lightly raced. What's the deal here? Yeah, I think maybe he's an all or nothing proposition. When I broke it all down, he was able to recover after something. It was able to close into a dawdling pace. He's going to get more pace to run out here, but to me, yeah, he's all or nothing protect. That's why I spread in this race in my pick 4.
All right, so we both like the 4, 7, 8 there in race 4. Let's turn the page here. Race 5 kicks off the late pick 5. It paid big yesterday. No carryover today. Paid $3,600 yesterday with no carryover. $3,650, I believe it paid yesterday.
Yep, and Trevor taking a long way in that one.
Exactly.
Yes.
So there you go. No carryover today, but as always, that industry low 12% takeout means more money back in your pocket when you hit the pick 5s here at Laurel Park. Let's check out my ticket. Very affordable $18 late pick 5 play, and just like my early pick 5, I used 2 singles. We'll get to them in a second. Race 5, the allowance race for 3-year-olds. I go 3 deep here, the 2, 4, 6. Race 6, I go with the 1, 3, 5. Race 7, a nice second level allowance feature of the day for going a mile. And I single on Trevor McCarthy on the 3, Tattooed for trainer Tim Keefe. Then race 8, a nice nickel starter allowance for Philly Mares going 6 furlongs. My best bet of the day, the 7-5 favored, the 6, My Chessa Charm for Hugh McMahon and Katie Davis. In race 9, that's a nickel 2 life going 2 turns, wide open. It's wide open. I like the 2 Escrow Finadillion there, 10-1. Catapult Jack could win on the drop at 5-1. The favorite Hot Sriracha coming off a layoff. Just won for Maiden 20 at Aqueduct February 1st. Hasn't run since then. Now jams to the nickel 2 life today. He should win. Maybe he either wins or doesn't hit the board. McCarthy takes the call here. You have to use the 4, but I think he might be suspect. And the other Englehart horse, so what about him? The 6, Curlin's Knight. He could wake up and run a big race like he did when he ran a 67 buyer, breaking his maiden at Gulfstream last January. So tricky finale with a heavy favorite. I know Tim singles on Hot Sriracha on his Rainbow Pick 6. I go 4 deep there in race 9 with the 2, 3, 4, 6. Let's take a look here at the 5th. First level allowance, straight 3-year-olds. Optional claiming 50,000, going 7 furlongs. We both like the 4 Sunman. We both have the 4 on top. We have a video spotlight to show you. Here's the race from March 15th. Same condition, going 6 furlongs. Sunman comes with a wide rally, a real strong second.
Yeah, we're going to pick him up, circling about 5, 6 wide, turning for home. They went wicked fast early. Fearless Terp, who sets the pace a long, long way, was a little bit wind-dated through the opening quarter and half a mile. But Sunman with a big run, just not quite good enough. Wendell Fong is going to win this one. But Sunman very willing to the wire. Also, Dan's a Rebel out of that race. You see him outside, even further out with a good rally. Dan's Rebel now in for the tag today. But Sunman, I think he's going to benefit. This is a good move for Claudio. What's not a good move for Claudio? And he's a horse I like back earlier in his career as well. I think he's going to definitely advance off of that return try.
Yeah,
I know he's going to be closer early, I believe, as well, because there's not a lot of true speed in here.
Yeah, I think he's going to love 7 furlongs. The one time he tried 7 furlongs, that was last November on an off track. He was only a 2-year-old. He ran okay that day. He didn't run too bad. He was 4th. Those are some nice horses he ran against. He's much better now, though. Second off the layoff as a 3-year-old. So Sunman's going to be tough here for Claudio. The 6, though, is going to take a lot of play. Still Dreaming, a 3-year-old colt by Flatter. He's a half-brother to Kentucky Derby winner Nyquist, West Point Thoroughbreds and company. They paid $460,000 for this horse as a yearling at Keeneland. Motion started him here at Laurel Park, a decent debut, going 6 furlongs and a nice win going a mile in his second start against Maiden Special Weight. Beat Red Gum that day, 68 buyer. It gave Motion the confidence to take him down to Florida. They tried him on the Derby Trail. They tried the Grade 3 Sam F. Davis at Tampa. He didn't run too well there. And then they tried the Private Terms last out where Always Mining just absolutely crushed the field. But this horse got a 75 buyer in that Private Term. So faces easier company today. It's a nice allowance race, but there's no Always Minings in here.
No, there's not, and he's got plenty of bottom off of that race. The buyer certainly fits at 75. The key might be just getting back to one turn. Right. That could be the key for Still Dreaming. I'll use him underneath and exact this. It's a good race. I like this race. Pretty good year's a horse. I thought ran sneaky good last time. I think it's going to escape at a price. Was nearly 15-1 last time. Trouble at the break. Shifted in through the stretch and just ran even. Not a lot of like Stone Cold horses just want to go to the front in here. And I think pretty good year off the debut try. He ran well, beat Dixie Draw, a horse that's come back to run okay. I think pretty good year with a clean break will go out and try to dictate this, and comes back off of a good workout as well. A bullet up at Fair Hill over the synthetic April the 6th. So I think pretty good year is definitely a forward factor in here, and you're going to get a square price.
Oh, yeah, you'll get a nice price for sure on the one. I didn't use the horse. Tough inside post going 7 furlongs. We both like the 2 Dan's a Rebel, and if you like the 4 Sunman, you have to like the 2 Dan's a Rebel. They come out of the same race. Sunman was second. Dan's a Rebel was closing, a good third. second off the layoff that day, now third off the layoff. We stretch out to 7 furlongs. He's a closing sprinter. The Cal Inchborn with another win yesterday with Maynooth. The 2 Danza Rebel, he's going to be a major factor in the final strides.
Interesting little move in for the tag today.
Right.
Yeah, Sunman, they faced off a couple times. Sunman getting the better of him, but a substantial run last time, called extremely wide through the stretch.
What do you make of McCarthy ending up on the 5 Bozzini here for Engelhardt? He's been riding Danza Rebel. Danza Rebel 5-2, Bozzini 5-1 in here. But McCarthy won on this horse last February for Engelhardt, and now McCarthy ends up on the 5 Bozzini.
Yeah, and it's interesting. This horse woke up in a major way last time out.
Sure did.
Look at that, from November to mid-November to early February. Where did that race come from? It took actually a little bit more play than I thought he would in that field, and came with a strong rally to get up. You know, Stormin' Hong Kong, he's a steady kind of type. He fits in this race.
Right.
You know, he's kind of like a mid to higher 60. So this horse takes it up one more little notch, certainly, and they're confident in him with the placing.
Sure.
Yeah, he could be a factor. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so nice allowance race there in race 5. Let's turn the page. Race 6, we'll kick off the late pick 4. We're going 6 furlongs, claiming 5,003 and up. Never won 2 lifetime, and I go with Engelhardt on top here in race 6. The 1, the Mason Factor. First off, the claim for Engelhardt. He claimed this horse last out for 5,000 March 10th. Waits the 30 days, right back in for 5,000. That's the right move because the horse was 4th. Got beat 5 lengths last out. Now, looks like a decent race. Riva Dirci, the winner, came back to win. And now the Mason Factor right back in here at the same level. Now, Lacey Gaudette, she's a top trainer around here, so it's not like we're going from a 2%er to Engelhardt, right? Be interesting to see how this 4-year-old son of the Factor does in the new barn with Vargas aboard.
He's coming back home. He must have been a barn
That's
favorite.
Right, reclaimed,
reclaimed there, Stan, and took pressure and galloped back in late January, breaking the maiden. Ran his top figure for this outfit. So Mason Factor, I think he's going to be up close to the pace in here. One last shot with Top Czar. I went against him last time. I had that winner there at a good price. I wish I was special. But looking at it, I think he's the true speed. If he doesn't get it today, maybe he never will. But Jerry Rouse, he's been tough. As favorite in these nickel races, he's like 7 for 21 the last few years. Top Czar with Wesley Ho. It's your race to lose on the front end.
Yeah, he'll be tough. The 6 furlongs a question mark maybe, but he broke his maiden going 6 furlongs with a big win last September right here at Laurel Park. So we both like the 1 and the 5. We both like the 3 as well. Quick Hatch was second beat Top Czar last out for Sam Davis and Sheldon Russell. So the 3 Quick Hatch, I think, offers some good value in here at 9-2.
Yeah, jump up third time in a new barn last time, but boy, he looked like a 1-9 shot coming to the 8th pole, and he just did not want to go by that last little bit. But you like the improvement. A barn, they don't run a ton of horses, but they look good. They're trying. This horse is improving. Certainly can make a run into it from off the pace. And it wouldn't. The one wants to go. He might be able to take it right to my top selection. That's why I'm going to save here a little bit with a bomb phantom shot. Yeah, hopefully we can get 8-10 to 1 on this runner. Now I'm going to finally run sprint back to back. Okay,
right.
that was first sprint dropping off the mile race. Rue here was able to kind of just control it on the front end. Phantom shot's going to make a run into this.
Yeah, taking a drop today for Donnie Vargas. A little class relief. The 8 does here in race 6. Let's turn the page. Race 7, one of our features of the day. A nice second level allowance condition, optional claiming 35,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. We're going a flat mile in this race. McCarthy on the 3, Tattooed. What an honest 4-year-old Maryland bred this is. A 4-year-old son of Etched. He's a homebred for the Holt, Montori, Palumbo crew. Timmy Keefe's managed this horse. They made $150,000 with him. He's a 4-time winner at Laurel Park. All 4 wins have been going a mile. So this is his distance. He likes this distance. McCarthy's won on this horse, twice? Yeah, he's won on this horse twice, both times going a mile. The last win, a nice win against First Level Open Allowance early March. Good win that day. He just got beat at this level last out by a neck going 2 turns. So he cuts back to the mile today with McCarthy. I go with the 3, Tattooed on top.
He's just been ultra consistent the last few months, Stan, and he can kind of put him in position on the lead, near the lead. You know, I think he's going to be a little further back with the likes of Stoney Bennett in this race coming off the sprint for Linda Rice. I think this horse is stone cold right to the front. I like Tattooed. This race really gave me a lot of problems trying to line because Moonlight Shadow is a horse. You just look at the numbers. He hasn't been able to kind of quite get in the 80s like some of these horses. Measure's been able to touch into the 90s, but Rodney's been just deadly with these horses off a kind of lengthy layoff, and he's not scared to put them in a tough spot. The mile distance off of time, and they're running. We have a video, I think, of his last
Moonlight Shadow,
the race before the break, July the 15th. Here, we're going to pick them up here in the Hillwood Silks, and a contested pace up on the front end, but they're not really going fast at all. You're looking at it, breaking it down, 25, the opening quarter, 48 and change, and they really pick it up, and we're going to sprint home. And Cintron just picks him up and he responds, circling about 5 or 6 wide. And this is after some early trouble. This horse got bounced around out of the gate, and when he levels off strong, true to right on his correct lead here. Coming to mid-stretch, Nico Bree and TJ looks gone. No. Nico Bree and TJ is not a bad horse, Dan.
Nice horse.
And he had everything his own way there with the soft fraction. Look at this horse determined through the stretch. Okay, now a 4-year-old, a little bigger, maybe a little stronger. It doesn't have to move up much. It's the fact Rodney's he's proven to be able to pull this move up. Not a lot of trainers have. He can train these horses up to these races and get a big effort.
Absolutely. So this horse, I didn't use him. He's perfect 3 for 3 here at Laurel Park. That video talked me into it. Look who he's running against here. Nico Bree and TJ's made
Saratoga Bob, who keys up in these PPs.
Million Classic winner. And this is that good mare, Love Me Twice. That's a Flash Phelps mare,
Might
right?
be like the Action Andy family, right?
Yeah, Action Andy,
maybe.
Flash Phelps, yep. So this horse comes from a nice family. He'll be dangerous. The 5, Moonlight Shadow, you might get a nice price on him. The 7 you didn't use. The 7, Charging Storm, has been running against some tough customers against starter handicap. He's been putting up big numbers, 83, 85 in his last 2 starts. Xavier Perez aboard for Jose Corrales today.
Yeah, he was gelded back late December. He's kind of improved. You see the numbers going in the right direction, shortening up in some distance, which should enhance his kick. He might find himself a little further back in here. This is a really, really good race. And I think measured, this is today that you're going to get a price. I think he's going to fall, maybe drift up. We've got the scratch of the 2, maybe 6-8 to 1 here. A beaten favorite, well behind Tattooed last time. Draws inside, but this is a horse that's shown he can bounce back off of a poor effort, and I think he's going to like having a target in Stoney Bennett.
Yeah, I can't knock him too much. It's a tough race. I like the 5 and 1, just didn't get to them.
Yeah.
The 6, Flying the Flag, beat Tattooed back on February 10th with a wire-to-wire score against A Other Than Company, 82 buyers, so well-bred 4-year-old colt by Malibu Moon. They paid $675,000 for this horse at the Barrett sale. So now he's fresh. He's been working up at Fair Hill. He might show speed again with Vargas aboard.
Yeah, I'll give you one more. Going down to the bottom horse, Color Guard.
Sure.
Out of that race at Gulfstream. Now, this is a horse that won a state bred at Hawthorne, and you think it probably, could run back, right, with in an A. The jump's kind of a condition in here. Marconi, who was 4th in that race, came back to win the skip-away stakes with an 89 at Gulfstream. High quality, 2 other than at Laurel Park. Good job by the racing office.
Yeah, now with the
Real
4,
nice.
Stoney Bennett, Linda Rice fired a 95 buyer with that win back in January. This is, you can make a case for every horse in the
Salty
we
group.
did. We did. We just made a case for every horse in the race.
Sorry we confused everybody, but how about the all button maybe one time if you can afford it and work around it.
All right, so nice feature of the day there in race 7. Good luck. Let's take a look here at race 8. We spent a lot of time there on the feature. Race 8 is going to kick off the late daily double nickel starter for filly mares going 6 furlongs, and I like the 6. I have the 6 on top. You have the 6 in your exacta. My Chessa Charm, she's your 7-5 favorite here in race 8. We have the video spotlight to show you of her last win, March 29th, and this 5-year-old mare dropped the hammer against a beaten nickel field. Here she is. She just cruises, wins by 7.5.
No doubt about it. You see the comment, rated pace too wide and just ridden out to the wire under Katie Davis. She's back aboard today for Hugh McMahon. Yeah, a little more stamina there. That was first off the claim. And you go back on it, she's got a good number in a starter handicap race. One of those tough starters behind SW Briar Rose.
Right.
Okay, she's going to take them a long way. I think she's faster than No More Excuses. But No More Excuses, the one that ran 4 races back when she rated. If she can kind of go in there, make a move, and soften up My Chest of Charm, it might set up for the 2 Bad Nana. A horse getting back to sprinting. She's got some okay numbers sprinting on the go back. Jamie Ness, confident move, going to protect her here into the starter. She's going to be the one. If anybody's going to run down the speed, I think it's going to be her. 267, kind of chalky though in race 8.
Yeah, Ness, the trainer, Bad Nana. He's 21% from a sampling of over 100 horses. First off the claims, the Ness barns have been heating up.
Oh yeah.
If they have Midwest back, which it looks like they do, they've run a couple of horses now for Midwest.
Yeah.
Look for Jamie Ness to have a big year. He's been having a big year. Even when he lost Midwest, he kept right on rolling.
Kept
grinding. And now he has him back. So good stuff there. So yeah, we like the same 4 horses there in race 8. Let's check out race 9 here, the finale, claiming 5,003 and up. Never won 2 lifetime. We're going a mile and a 16th. We both have the 4 on top. Englehart, McCarthy, 6-5 here on Hot Sriracha. By Flatter out of a St. Liam mare. 1 for Maiden, 20 at Aqueduct, going 9 furlongs back on February 1st, and now the poker game starts, right? And now we go in for a nickel 2 life. He's trying to scare everybody away. There might not be any claims on this horse with this big of a move. I mean, a big red flag here, but if he gets away with it, now he's got a nice horse eligible for nickel starters, right?
Yeah, he's going to have to run a lot quicker to win like a nickel starter. But you did it with, was it My Bobby G or whatever, that horse?
Right. Yep.
The Corrales reached in and grabbed him, and he kind of moved him back up. I mean, taking a look at the 9th, I know we're a little short of time. It looks like Englehart versus Englehart here. I think he walks in and says to the jockeys, just don't get in the duel, okay? Walk the dog to the quarter pole, and if you guys get in your own little match race and take it from there.
All right, so cold 4-6-2-3 there in race 9. Good luck today. We're out of time. Nice carryover in that Rainbow Pick 6. That starts race 4. It's a few hundred shy of 13,000. So you can check out all of our tickets on the laurelpark.com website underneath the handicapping section. Good luck to our man Jed Doro down there in Hot Springs at Oaklawn. It's his first year down there as director of racing, and their big feature down there today. I think Bob Baffert might be tough in the Arkansas Derby.
Yeah, I mean, I like long-range Toddy drawing outside. I just want to see a good finish of that horse, and then just lead him right into the Derby. So, yeah, that should be a very competitive race.
Well, you can watch it all right here at Laurel Park. Good luck. Dave Rodman is coming up next with Scratches and Changes.
Good luck.